guys, today we're reacting to school punishments that went too far, and I've got to say, this actually looks kind of weird based on the title. And I feel sorry for the girls because then their dresses would fall on their backs and everyone would see their underwear, and if they didn't have any underwear, then yeah, and embarrassment, school embarrassment. Okay. So, yeah, this is the only video we're gonna do. I'm getting myself a snack. Some delicious tomato basil harvest snaps, which are also called lentil beans, which are pretty good. Find them at your local Safeway. Food ad. I didn't know what to call them. Okay, so yeah, let's just get right into this video. Oh, and as you guys have noticed, I changed my my profile pic, and I'm going to change my title name to Evolution Gaming, which I don't think anybody has seen my last video yet. And Vaporeon will post her video sometime when she has the time. So, yeah. So be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe, comment, and let's get right into this video. So, let's go. Wait, what's my media at? What's my media at? No. Oh, it's too low. Boom, just a little bit higher.
All children need to learn discipline when in school, especially when they misbehave. But what happens when the consequences are worse than detention or suspension? Even if we live in a modern age, there are still
flooding of tears. That's what happens. Literally, there's this one kid in my class when I was in EV, I was in 3rd grade, and then he just cried for an hour straight. I was like, whoa.
School punishments that are cruel and unfair.
Is she
there
in
are
a
10
cage?
school punishments that went too far.
Oh, geez.
Absentee jailed. It's not
What?
okay when a student
What? It is not okay.
misses a lot.
But you don't get the right to send them to jail.
Classes. But is jail really necessary for a punishment? In 2012, a high school honor student in Texas was thrown in jail after she missed too many classes.
What's it called? Absence? I don't know.
In an open court, 17-year-old Diane Tran explained she had been working to take care of her younger sister after her parents moved away. The judge instead wanted to teach her a lesson. He sentenced her to spend 24 hours in jail, and to top it off, he even gave her a $100 fine.
She's trying to take care of her little sister. Look how sad she is. Forced to spend the night. Yeah, I like that red statement up there.
Kitty janitor. An elementary school in South Carolina gave an unusual punishment.
Let me guess, he littered too much. Most likely.
To a first grader who clogged up a toilet for using too much toilet paper.
Oh my
Other
God.
students watched the 7-year-old boy clean the toilet with his bare hands. There were even feces still in the toilet when the little boy was trying to clean it. Couldn't they have just called the janitor and found another way to punish him? Duffel bag. The mother of a 9-year-old Kentucky student claimed her autistic son was put in a duffel bag as a form of punishment. Christopher Baker remained in the bag with the drawstring pulled tight until his mother arrived. She found the boy screaming and wiggling inside. The bag was called a therapy bag, but we have no idea what's so soothing about being tied up in a tight, dark space. Teacher cuts hair.
No!
Do crazy things that annoy teachers, especially when the students are 7 years old. A Milwaukee teacher lost her patience when one of her first grade students kept playing with her braids. Once she told her too many times to stop, the teacher decided to cut the braid in front of the whole class. The girl's mother did not like that at all. It seems like the teacher could not only control her student, but her nerves as well. Clock Boy. When Ahmed Mohammed brought his homemade clock to high school in Texas, he was so excited. The 14-year-old boy showed his teacher the digital clock he'd made from his pencil case. When he thought he was going to impress his teacher, she freaked out thinking the device was a bomb. Mohammed ended up being arrested and interrogated by the police.
That's so messed up. That is so messed up. He tried to make a clock for you, and you just threw him in jail. That's wrong. That's wrong.
At least this incident led the young boy to get an invitation from the White House.
Oh, good for
Paddle
him.
punishment.
Paddle?
A Facebook video of Georgia educators about to paddle a young child recently went viral. The mother recorded the video as the educators attempted to hold down a crying 5-year-old boy. There's plenty of research showing the poor results of paddling children. While the video goes on with the boy crying and pleading, the irony of it all was that his offense was physical aggression. Monster closet. Children constantly think monsters are real, but what happens if their teachers put their naughty kids inside a custodial closet known as the monster closet? The educators are accused of holding the closet door with their feet while the child cried inside the dark closet for 5 minutes. One
That's
4-year-old
messed up.
boy cried so hard in the closet that he threw up and was sent home, putting poor little kids in a dark
Oh, that was just the car. I thought it when my mom was coming home. I was like, oh my god, stop the video. Yeah, like...
closet is
Yeah.
never a good idea.
Don't-
Cop
don't-
attack.
What?
Never use your cell phone in class. Even
Yeah.
if this particular student didn't listen to her teacher, the
Oh, no.
consequences escalated quickly in South Carolina when a school resource officer was sent in to discipline her. The 16-year-old student Shakira wasn't listening to the officer either. The cop drastically threw the girl from her seat and even tossed her across the room. It doesn't seem like the best solution for something over having a cell phone.
Yeah, like
out.
I would just gladly give the teacher my cell phone for the day. I would just gladly do it. Like, boys and girls all over, don't use your phone in class or you'll get attacked by a cop. I don't mean to worry you, but that's what will happen.
Class. Eat off the floor.
Ew.
In 2008, about 15
I don't
students
get people who do that. I mean, like, there's a 5-second rule for something that drops on the floor, but to actually eat off the floor, ew. And by the way, my EUs might sound more drastic because in science class today, there's something super gross, and yeah. I covered my eyes and ears for the rest of the entire class, so yeah.
The New Jersey elementary school were punished to eat lunch off the cafeteria floor for 10 school days, all because a classmate accidentally spilled a water jug on the floor while refilling a water cooler. The students weren't even allowed to use the lunch trays, as food was placed on the dirty floor. Now the students get the last laugh because they're splitting a $500,000 settlement after taking this terrible incident to trial. Cone
Yeah.
of shame. A cone-headed joke pretty much cost a Florida teacher her job.
Oh no! If it's gonna get you fired, don't do it. I mean, like, putting a cone atop somebody's head, like, I mean, I get that. Like, that means, like, you're doomed, you did too many bad things, you got bad grades. But to put it, like, you know when a dog's sick and then they get a cone on their head? Like, around their neck? That's what's happening here. That's messed
High school
up.
teacher Lori Bailey Cutcomp used a cone-shaped dog collar as the cone of shame to punish misbehaving students. It seems crazy on why the teacher
Cone
would bring
teacher.
a dog cone to class or why she would find it funny to put on the students. Sometimes we wonder if teachers even think before making these kind of decisions. What do you think of these bizarre...
Okay, so that looks weird. I think, yeah. Okay, so never mind. Also today, like, we had to be clapped in class for like a minute. I was nearly late to class. Just because one person did like whispered the tiniest whisper in the world, like literally, I couldn't even hear it. Well, I could hear it, but I could see. Well, I couldn't hear it, but I couldn't. But I could. I mean, I couldn't hear it, but I could see their mouth moving, so I knew they were whispering or something. And then she's like, kept us in a class for a minute, like a whole minute. But it was like this. I have to lean in super close so my voice is kind of loud. That's how quiet it was. That's how quiet it was. So, yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Might drop a like down below. Or smash it with... If you have a toy of a cop, smash it with that. If you have a backpack, slap it, smash it with that. And if you have a book, slam it with that. Because books are related to school. So yeah. And also subscribe, comment, notify. And unless you don't want stuff popping up all over your screen. Like literally. Okay, so. And I will see you in the next one. Au revoir!